I was 11 when my mom told me that there's this show coming back on TV called Doctor Who. And because my mom told me about it, I was kind of like, oh, this won't be good. And I tried to make up an excuse, like my friends had seen it, or my friends had heard about it, and they said it wasn't great. They said it was just, yeah, you know. And then my mom was like, no, just give it a chance. Just watch it.
We got into Doctor Who, I think, because WTTW, the public channel station in Chicago, had like Benny Hill and Faulty Towers on, and we would be watching that for Sunday night. And then I think the ads coming up sounded interesting, and we started watching it. The first one I remember watching is Genesis of the Daleks with Davros and Tom Baker.
Davros, if you had created a virus in your laboratory, something contagious and infectious that killed on contact, a virus that would destroy all other forms of life, would you allow its use?
It is an interesting conjecture.
Would you do it?
Your turn.
My turn? All right. Yeah, we watched it Sunday nights, 11 o'clock, and they did it in half-hour segments like they did in England. So you watch a half hour one Sunday night, the next half hour the next Sunday night, so you didn't see the whole thing at one time.
On whatever day that was in my 5th grade year, I sat down in front of my television and I watched Rose.
I'm the doctor, by the way. What's your name?
Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose. Run for your life.
And between commercials, my dad tried to attack me with my water bottle because it was made of plastic. And after the show ended, I was scared of plastic for a week, and I watched the next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, and it kind of just kept going, and then it got to the season finale. And some point between Rose and Parting of the Ways, it became really important to me.
And before I go,
Don't say that.
Rose, before I go, I just want to tell you you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I.
I was bullied, kind of starting around 4th grade, going into and through middle school. And in 5th grade, there were these 2 guys who bullied me, and I was used to getting made fun of. It wasn't something new to me. But when I mentioned Doctor Who and they started making fun of Doctor Who, I stood up for the show that I loved. To this day, I say that Doctor Who gave me something to stand up for when I couldn't stand up for myself. And it's a very true statement.
Doctor Who is important to me because it really makes me open to the fact that silly things might in fact be true.
It is a great example of writing, and all things should be great writing that involve writing, in my opinion, and all things should be entertaining and have depth and have characters that feel like true human beings, which Doctor Who really does.
It's been a constant throughout my entire life. I can't imagine life without Doctor Who in it.
When I stumbled upon Doctor Who, I was sort of in a darker place in my life, and it helped me a lot. Some of his quotes are quite whimsical and funny, and, well, they got me through a lot in my life, and they offered me an escape, and, well, hopefully one day I'll hear the TARDIS and go running.
Doctor Who is important to me because not only did it give me something to stand up for, it gave me friends once I got to high school, and in 8th grade I went to my first convention. I met people who love the show just as much as I did, And there is no better feeling than sitting in a room of people talking about something you love, knowing they love it as much as you do. And then some of those people being the people who actually make that show is beyond amazing. Did you realize what you had done when you showed me Doctor Who?
I hadn't done anything yet, but I was opening the door to an adventure I wanted to share with you.
What's your favorite part about going to conventions with me?
Looking at the people, seeing you experience it, and keeping you safe from the very beginning. You know the ropes now. A lot of interesting people there.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's for sure.
that's for sure. And I am just happy from just sharing it with you and seeing you excited about it.
Back in 2006, the things that have happened seemed impossible. I met people from the show. I met my favorite doctor. I had dinner with him. I've met my favorite companions. And the people I admire, at least some of them, I have the privilege of saying are my friends. I never would have believed this if I told this to 11-year-old Teri. And I'm really glad that I can say it now.
The way I see it, every life is a pile of good things and bad things. Hey, the good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa. The bad things don't necessarily spoil the good things or make them unimportant.
I think one of the most magical moments for me was when the executive producer of Doctor Who asked for my autograph. Phil Collinson liked my TARDIS costume so much that he asked for his own picture with me, because you go in line to get your photo taken and you get a picture with the executive producer of Doctor Who, you know, the huge. And he asked for his own picture of us because he liked my costume. And then I went to go get the picture signed and he's like, oh, I haven't seen mine. And I told him where it was, and then he asked me, if I find it, will you sign it for me? And I said, sure, yeah, of course. Because I didn't think he was serious. I didn't think he would pull through and find me. But it was closing ceremonies. And in front of the entire convention, he came out with a piece of paper and a Sharpie behind his back, and I automatically knew what was happening. And he went, is the girl who dressed like the TARDIS here? And I slowly raised my hand and he's like, can I have your autograph? And the rest is just a blur.
Doctor Who is the reason that I suffer a lot of emotional trauma. Every time the Doctor regenerates, you can probably find me in a ball on the floor crying.
Doctor Who is the reason I use big words such as Raxacoricophalabatorius. Doctor Who is the reason that I am able to keep my sanity, because it takes me away from the real world and into better ones.
Things because of Doctor Who is really, I've developed characters that are similar to them in the sense that there's more underneath than there is on the surface, which I find in a lot of Doctor Who characters.
Doctor Who is the reason I became a writer. The people I saw at Doctor Who were writers inspired me. The way they talked about the show, the way they talked about writing. Although half the time they were talking about how writing is sometimes miserable and really hard, somehow that didn't dissuade me. I am a writer today because in the future I want to write for Doctor Who. That is the end goal. And no matter how old I get, that will always be the dream.
On the 11th day of Christmas, the prophet gave to me 11 leaping leers, 10 tetchy Tegans,
9 naughty Nicholas,
8 awesome Adricks,
7 Sarasoters, 6 Lucy Sales,
5 lost
Stories, yeah! Doctor Who has been going for 50 years now, which is one of the longest running television shows there has ever been. And I think it's going to be going for a very long time now. The way that it's been set up, and the genius of when they needed to switch doctors from William Hartnell to Patrick Troughton. Regeneration, I think, is the greatest script writing invention ever.
Any moment now, he's a-coming.
Who's coming?
The Doctor.
You are the Doctor.
Yep. And I always will be. But times change, and so must I.
No, leave it.
It's the end. But the moment has been prepared for. Is this death?
Regeneration. A complete new life cycle.
Stay away! What's happened?
The time has come for you to change your appearance, Doctor, and begin your exile.
You can't just change what I look like without consulting me!
That's the Doctor. What do you mean that's the Doctor? Doctor Who?
I think the show will be going for a very long time. And hopefully, some of that long time involves me and my future episodes or whatnot. Doctor Who is an amazing show. It just is. When people ask me why I like Doctor Who, or why someone's my favorite Doctor, I don't have an answer for them. My answer is always because. Because I do. Because it is. Doctor Who is inspiring and amazing and takes you away from it all, but also reminds you of everything that is amazing and good in this world. Sometimes it reminds you of the bad. It always brings you home. into the TARDIS, off on another adventure. This show means the world to me. And it means the world to thousands of other people. And it is fantastic.